Hey everybody, welcome back to our farm. So last week I did a video on starting seedlings. I thought I'd give you a little update. It's not great. So my light up here, which I have been using for several years, the housing broke on it, of course. So we didn't have it on very many days, but we're going to be replacing it. Actually, let me rephrase that. My trusty sidekick is going to be replacing it, and I'm gonna watch.
Oh, that's too loud.
So I wanted to take just a minute here real quick. We did get the light out. So that bulb was just a regular fluorescent light bulb. I really liked it because it put off heat, which the seedlings really liked. But unfortunately, the company that I got that from, it was actually a gift to me. It came with like a teaching curriculum for growing vegetables. But that company doesn't sell products anymore. So I've been doing a ton of research into different grow lights, and I've looked into it for years and years. Grow lights are super expensive. I have a full spectrum purple grow light set up, and I really don't like it. It doesn't put off any heat, and I feel like the plants just don't grow very well underneath it. So it's okay for kind of just holding plants for a little while if I am bringing them back and forth between the house and outside, but they just don't work very well for starting seeds that I have discovered. And so anyway, we've been looking into all kinds of options, and I am a part of a flower farmer page on Facebook, and they have a ton of information on different grow light setups. I'm gonna have to deal with kiddo. What's the matter? So we're just gonna use a fluorescent light bulb because we already have the housing, we already have some fluorescents, and we're not using them. I think they're 45 watt, but I will link it in the description below. Something that would work for you, but you don't have to spend all that money on buying lights. You can also get away with using just an LED shop light as well, and that works great. It just doesn't put off the same heat that just a regular fluorescent will put off. Now, this on top of my piano situation is definitely temporary. We would like to get a shelf set up to put on the shop. We just haven't gotten that far yet, and we haven't honestly needed to until probably last year. So anyway, that's kind of what we're gonna do, and I just thought I would take you guys along for that. to see us starting these. These are some peppers and some leeks. Then I'll go ahead and link that video for you. And so I just wanted to show you, these guys have been under this plastic wrap since we started that. So for about a week and a half or so. And what happened was that my housing, we had tried to replace the light bulb and the housing just was broken. So we have just pulled this. This is a 40 watt, just regular fluorescent light. And the last one was 45 watts, but I think this will be fine. So I'm probably going to raise this up to about that level. I just have to find something that will work, because you really don't want entire, right now there's probably 16 inches, maybe even more, between these little plants. So what's going to happen is they're going to reach for this light and they're going to get really leggy. So we don't want that. So I'm just misting them down a little bit. Most of these peppers have sprouted. I have nothing planted in here yet. I will go ahead and start some seeds. Whoops, you can't even see that. I don't have anything planted in these 4 cells yet, but I will plant some, probably some greens. And then our herbs are doing well over here. They definitely did not like being without light. They were without light for probably 4 or 5 days, and we've just been trying to figure out a solution. And yeah, so we decided that this fluorescent is what we were going to go with. And yeah, so if you guys are interested, if you have tips on grow lights that you'd like to share, I'd love if you'd leave me those in the comments. Have you had success with something else? I feel like this particular light has really been a game changer for me. I got that purple grow light fluorescent one because it's really pretty and I figured my kids would really like it, but it really doesn't do any good. So yeah, so that's really just not great. I haven't really noticed anything sprouting over here yet, but again, we kind of had such a bummer. But I'm really glad that this happened now and not later when I have hundreds and hundreds of things started, because that would have been a really big problem. So at least we're set up now for the season. There's nothing coming up in that pot yet. Oh, but our thyme all has sprouted. Here, I can show you guys that. Here we go. That's a little better. So you can see that some of those have started sprouting. But that's kind of our setup. Like I said, it's not ideal to have it, especially on top of the piano. I do have a pretty thick towel, and as I put more plants on, I'll probably add another towel. I really don't want to ruin the finish on that. But we don't have a ton of space in this house, and since growing them, I mean, this is going to be for a while, but most of our stuff doesn't get started till the end of February and March. So it's not that long of a time to be inconvenienced by having it up here. Plus it's kind of dark, it brightens up this dark corner for me. So anyway, I know it's a quick video today, but I just wanted to bring you along and kind of share with you guys what was happening. And yeah, so I hope that you guys are having great success. If you have started anything, if you have, I'd love to know what are you starting and what's your location. And then yeah, we'll have lots and lots of more videos coming your way real soon. So I'll see you later. Thanks for joining me today.